Pixter. So Zoe, say hi.
Hi.
Is in my video today because we are doing something special. We are going to the Hotel Galvez. We are at the Sonic right now and waiting on our food for breakfast. Well, it's like a brunch type thing because it's mid-lunch.
What?
It's before breakfast and lunch, so it's brunch. So, yeah, we are going to the Hotel Galvez for a ghost tour and dinner tonight. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you excited about?
Everything.
Everything.
And the salmon.
Well, the menu is really nice and stuff like that. I'm so excited though because this is my actual first indoor ghost tour. The last tour was actually neat too because, letting you guys know now, after that tour, I was driving home and I seriously smelled like cigar smoke. And I don't smoke, so it's just like, what was that smell? And it came from like my back seat, so I was like, that smells so awkward. But we're gonna have fun too because we're also gonna go on another ghost tour right before the Hotel Galvez, and I'll tell you more about that in a bit. So guys, this is where we're going to be going on our ghost tour. It's called the Hotel Galvez and Spa. So quite excited to go and do our tour and dinner here tonight. Be prepared for a video. Hey Pixter, so this is where they said that you can hear someone maybe say your name. We'll see. But we're about to go in the lobby of our of this hotel. It's really hot, but we'll see you guys in a bit. So guys, we're here and waiting on the ghost tour in the lobby, and it's quite dead. I don't know if I could turn this around. No, I can't. All right. So, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm super red.
Yep, you are.
And deep.
So am I. Alright, we'll see you guys soon. This is the lobby. They have like an old piano. It's so neat. So the story is, if you don't ask to take a video or a picture of this, then his face will turn into a skeleton or something like that. So we have our cucumber water just waiting on the tour. Guys, we just placed our order for our food. What did you get?
I got salmon.
And I got the filet mignon. Filet mignon. But what we're gonna do is they have salad. They have salad and then the entree. So I picked. Why is your face like that?
What do you mean?
They have the filet mignon, and then she had the salmon, and then the dessert is cheesecake. But guess what Zoe just did? Tell them.
I spilled water on myself.
She was sitting right here, and she spilled water. She just went. Psh. So it was just like,
I don't know how it happened.
Cringe.
Cringed in the background while it
the
happened.
tour is about to start soon in like 30 minutes. So we'll see you guys soon.
I don't know what's happening.
But there is a long line now forming.
Yeah.
So I'm quite excited.
Yeah.
I had a very ominous feeling every time that I talked about this lady until I had someone on the tour point out something to me. And she Googled something, and what it is a Catholic, it's an old Catholic ritual, mourning ritual, that you cover your face in black netting, or a black veil, and then you surround your face with flowers. She even has her hands covered, I assume, in black gloves. And if you look closely, she's got a rosary. And you can see even her clothing is completely different than anybody else. This is more of a prairie style clothing, which is not, does not fit in at all. And I actually think that what we have here is just a spirit that we captured who might be mourning the ones that she lost, and she might not know that she has passed on. So that's my thoughts on that.
She's going with someone else.
Linda, I think she has an extra one.
Yeah.
What do you want, large or extra?
All right.
And then we'll just tell people that
Audra, you home? This is either our most requested room or our most don't put me anywhere near room. There is no in between.
So somebody can spend the night here.
Oh yeah, let me turn the light on real quick.
nobody has like it's got spirits. Let's go for you.
Why do you think that has to involve
There you
death?
go.
Because spirits do that there's not working.
Well, the spirits you drink are not. Well, they are to me.
Janelle.
Yeah, we have two of these bedspreads. All right, guys.
They really updated this since they built it.
You want to turn it
Right here.
over?
It's right here.
There should be a little knob
Oh,
on
I
there.
do like that. This.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to fit us all in here, so if y'all want to come on over. Huh? That little. I just turned it on. Oh, there should be. There's a
What's
the
it
beige
do?
thing. There's a little beige box on there. Just taking lots of photos. You're gonna see why in just a second. Does anybody know what's in the photo behind you? Nope. What ship that is?
Alyssa.
Yes.
Is it Alyssa?
The Alyssa.
See, I am
And
so
you know,
smart.
I have another thing. My husband helped find several trees for the mast.
for the mast and all that. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
How
But I don't think they used any of them, but they got them for backup when that was.
Oh, right, just in case.
Yeah.
Well, Alyssa actually turned 140 this year. So, and I love this. I was actually telling my earlier tour about the story of the figurehead. I love that story. So I've actually had a couple people who have said that this painting, even though everything's closed tight, they said, Melissa, even after we got up and checked, they said everything's closed tight, and then there's a bright light that emits itself from this painting. And like I said, I've had a couple of people tell me this. They weren't related. It was different times and all that. Getting a bright light right there.
I'm going to show this.
I think that might be from the glare from the sun.
Just think.
All right. So guys, I'm going to tell you the history of room 501. Back in the 50s, we had a lady named Audra out of the port of Galveston. When it was time for his ship to come back in, she would take the elevator up to the 7th floor and climb the narrow steps to the west turret, which you see here. There, sheltered from the wind, the rain, and the weather, she would keep an eye out for her lover's ship. Well, word got back to her that there was a mighty storm at sea, that the ship went down, and all hands on deck were lost. So in her despair, she took that elevator up that one last time. This time as she climbed the narrow steps, she carried a rope with her, and she ended up hanging herself. Now the saddest part of the story is her fiancé, very much alive, showed back up to the Hotel Galvez just a few days later, looking for his bride-to-be, who unfortunately is no longer in the land of the living, but one of our long-term non-paying guests that we have here at the Hotel Galvez. We have many. So, there are so many different things that happen in here, and I get new stories of these weekly. I had a gentleman that checked in this was just a couple of weeks ago, and he was so cute. He says, Melissa, he says, I meant to try to get hold of you last time we stayed here. It was for our anniversary. He says, I bought my wife a dozen roses, and they were in a vase. We went out to dinner, and I had them sitting in the windowsill. He says, when we came back from dinner, he says the roses were lined up perfectly, side by side on the floor, right at the end of the bed. And I'm just like, wow. I said, I've never heard of that happening. I said, that's kind of cute. And then we also had, an elderly couple here that was familiar with Audra's story. And they said that they were sitting here watching TV, and then we had a different dresser. They said the top drawer opened up. We kind of looked at each other and said, well, Audra, you opened it, close it. It was a different one. And then they said, close back. And did this 2 more times, so I did it a total of 3 times. And my first experience in the hotel was similar. I was doing a rose petal turn down, and I happened to be admiring my handiwork, and I looked over just in time to see the top drawer open up. I didn't scream. Believe it or not, I'm a screamer and a runner. But I didn't scream, but I didn't run. I mean, I took off. I mean, I'm like this. I closed the door, and it was so funny. I met a lady 2 weeks ago, and she says, we were talking, and I asked her, I said, well, I'm doing my tour too, if you'd like to do that. She says, oh, no. She says, no, I don't want any of that scary stuff. She says, but I think there's a ghost in my room. I said, you do? And she says, yeah. She says, my top drawer keeps opening. And I looked at her, and I said, are you in room 636? How did you know? I said, because I was in that room and it happened to me too. So she didn't go on my tour. So this was actually taken when Ghost Lab was here investigating the hotel. The gentleman that took this was about 8 or 9 years old. He was in here with one of the ladies from, am I hearing something banging?
Yeah, there's something going on.
Shutting stuff.
It's the neighbors. The neighbors.
What are we trying to do?
The neighbors are scared. They're unloading.
The guests?
The guests next to us.
They're doing what?
They're
I don't know.
They shut the door.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I just heard banging, I'm like, what is it? Alrighty, so Ghost Lab, when they were here, so the little boy that took this photo was about 8 or 9. He was actually here with a lady from Ghost Lab. He took a photo in the bathroom, and this is the glass partition between the sink and the tub. As far as I know, this was the first image that was captured in this room. It's a man. You can tell that he's got longer hair. You can see that his nose has been broke a few times. He has like a little side swoop going on.
Yeah.
And what's funny, we actually capture, even though this is known to be Audra's room, we get just as many reports of a sweet tobacco smell as we do a sweet floral smell associated with Audra. We've had people stay in the room and they said, Melissa, what I sense is a male presence. It's not a female presence. And that you get quite a bit. So, February, 2 years ago, I had 31 people in here.
Go.
Yeah. And I don't think this AC is working today.
No, it's pretty hot.
Yeah, it is. And then, because I'm like thinking, okay, well, it was just 2. Maybe I turned it down late or something, but no. All right, so this was actually 2 years ago in February. Like I said, I had 31. This was during my ghost tour. As I'm telling about Audra, I hear a, and I said, what is it? And her husband was right here where you are, but turned around taking photos in the bathroom. Very tall gentleman, black felt cowboy hat on, neon green long sleeve western shirt. And she grabbed his phone, enlarged it, and showed us all. The same glass partition. This is what he caught. This was out of it's a soldier. Out of the 5 photos that he captured in the bathroom, this soldier showed up in 3 of those. And I'm going to show you, I had somebody on my tour last week that gave me a completely different perspective, and now I can see it 100%. I'm like, I guess because I'm usually like this, or like this, you know, showing all of you. But he's like, Melissa, he says, look at this, him and his family. I used to always say.
So we just got out of 501. Zoe, what do you think of 501? What do you think of 501?
That was good.
Right. She has the detector right there. We're on our way, I think, to go eat.
That if something's happening that's bothering you, just tell it to stop. Believe it or not, spirits are very respectful. The nice ones that we have are. They will stop. For instance, one of our front desk staff, she was our PBX operator for the evening, and we had wheelchairs just in case anything happens. But one of the wheelchairs, it was kind of folded up, but it was kind of laid over on something, and all of a sudden,
Where are you from?
across the ferry.
At Bolivar?
I talked to him. I talked to him.
Look.
My brother passed away.
Okay guys, so we just got done with our dinner and it was so good.
Yep.
We're just gonna walk down to this picture real quick and
Gotta ask him.
and everything. So I hope you guys did enjoy this vlog. We are going to probably one day stay here, but I'm not sure when. So we're going to come up to this picture and we're gonna ask, hey, can we take your shot? So is it okay if we take your shot? Okay, so right here. Hi. All right, and then we're gonna come down here to the spot right here.
Hey,
Because you can't, because
there's a spa down there.
Guys, so we're now leaving. How'd you enjoy it?
It was good.
What'd you like most?
The salmon.
The food was really good, but we're heading home now, and
cheesecake.
I'm going to post up this video. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Creepy picture behind me. Gah! Whoopee!